Okay, so get ready, because we're diving deep into the world of data encoding.
Data encoding in Excel.
Yeah, in Excel.
With a function.
Using a very specific function.
Uri.EscapeDataString.
Yes, Uri.EscapeDataString. You know, you've seen it.
Oh, yeah.
Working in the function list.
It's there.
And you think, what is this? When am I ever going to use this?
It's kind of a weird one, right?
It's a weird one.
Yeah.
Well, today is the day. We're going to crack the code.
Yes, we are.
And you might be surprised by how often it actually comes in handy.
You really might. Especially if you're working with web data in Excel.
Okay, so the basic idea is this. Uri.EscapeDataString takes like your regular text and makes it safe to use in a web address, or what's formerly known as a URI.
All right.
Why does that even matter?
Yeah.
Let's say you're building a link in Excel, a dynamic link that includes something like a user's name pulled from a cell. What happens if their name has a space in it?
Ooh.
Or an ampersand?
Yeah, that's trouble. Like, the browser might misinterpret those characters.
Yeah.
And your link is going to break or lead to some really weird, unexpected behavior.
And that's where this encoding swoops in to save the day.
Exactly.
So it's kind of like translating a message.
That is a great way to put it.
Okay.
Yeah. So Uri.EscapeDataString encodes those kind of tricky characters into a format that web browsers just understand. It's all based on something called RFC 3986, which I know sounds very intimidating.
RFC 3986, yeah.
But it's basically the rule book for how web addresses should be structured. So like the internet's grammar rules.
RFC 3986 sounds a little intimidating, but I'm guessing it's not as complex as it seems.
It's really not. Basically what it does is it defines this standardized way to represent characters in URLs using what we call percent encoding.
Okay.
So for example, a space in a URL gets replaced with %20. An ampersand becomes %26. It's all about ensuring that every single piece of data in your web address is transmitted correctly.
So it's kind of like it knows that if it sees a space, it should be a %20. Okay. So Uri.EscapeDataString basically follows this RFC rulebook to keep our data safe and sound.
Yeah.
But beyond just like fixing broken links, are there other reasons to care about this function?
Totally.
When would you actually use it?
Let me give you a real-world scenario. Imagine you are pulling data from a web API into your spreadsheet.
Okay.
And some of that data that you're pulling might contain characters that could interfere with the API call.
Yeah.
So that Uri.EscapeDataString makes sure that your data arrives intact. So it prevents errors and keeps your spreadsheet working smoothly.
Oh, so it's not just about links then. It's about making sure any data that's sent over the web plays nicely with other systems.
You got it. It's like a really foundational concept for anyone who is working with web data in Excel. And once you actually grasp the basics, you can even start doing some really cool things.
Like what?
Like using the Uri.EscapeDataString in conjunction with other functions to build these dynamic web queries that can pull specific data from websites, even if those websites have complex URLs with lots of parameters.
Wow. So it's not just about fixing errors. It's actually a powerful tool to manipulate and access data online.
That is exactly right.
Okay.
And it all comes down to understanding this one function.
That little function.
Yeah.
So to wrap things up, Uri.EscapeDataString is all about ensuring that smooth data transfer
Across the web
happens. By encoding our data according to the rules of RFC 3986,
Right.
it can prevent broken links, it protects data integrity, and it even opens up possibilities for advanced data manipulation.
It really does. And it makes you kind of wonder, doesn't it? Like how much of the information that we see online, the websites we visit, the data that we're constantly exchanging, how much of it relies on this invisible layer of encoding to function seamlessly?
It's kind of mind-blowing.
It is.
When you think about it, it really highlights how important it is to understand these kind of like underlying mechanisms that power our digital world.
For sure.
Who knew that a simple Excel function could lead to such profound thoughts?
That's the beauty of a deep dive.
That is the beauty of a deep dive. And for all of you listeners out there, we encourage you to explore further and see how you can use Uri.EscapeDataString to enhance your spreadsheets, manipulate web data, and perhaps even uncover some brand new insights.
Happy encoding, everybody.
Happy encoding.